I don't know how to look at this. Hey guys, it's been 8 to 10 years, something like that, since the last time I posted a video. Um, I had to kind of grow up a little and become part of the system. But so I wanted to start with showing a basic Tesla turbine that I made. It's pretty basic. I created my own CAD file, printed it pretty much on a CNC machine with a router, um, and it came out pretty smooth. I started with a square. I smoothed the edges so you'd have like a nicer, cleaner look. So it's about 3 inch body on it, and the disc from diameter is 2 inches. And I'm doing this in effect to just go by a scale pretty much. So I'll eventually do a maybe like a 3 inch disc and a 4 inch disc and a 5 inch disc, and that type of thing, and then just test it against the PSI that I have available. I don't really have the best setup. Again, it's cost, just like with the other Tesla stuff. I try making a little book, and it was just like I appreciate everyone who did support, but it was just not enough to really do anything. So I will try to focus my time more on the Tesla turbine, because again, this was Tesla's greatest invention from what he said multiple times to the newspapers during that time. So anyways, if you don't know what a Tesla turbine is, it's a like a flat disc that are inside of a casing, and you have either it's a universal pump or universal pump. So you can have air coming this way, spin the disc, and come out out of a port. There's these little circles here, and that'd be exhaust. Um, you can also use it as a motor, where you're spinning the middle turbine. I mean shaft, and as you spin it, it causes a reverse type vortex to form, and it would shoot out of this part. So the exhaust becomes the intake, and the intake becomes the exhaust, and that's what's really important. And with simple effects, it creates a very strong, some people say vortex, a vacuum effect, and some people do single stage towards the end of the what that sound is, towards the end of his patents that you can see on the internet, especially the British type patents that he filed. He has multiple stages. He's not saying the max stages, but it seems like within 3 stages you start having a very strong vacuum. And again, relating to jet turbines and whatever turbines, you have compression stages and burning stages, the turbine in a compressor stage. So in effect, it almost looks like he has like this, them next to each other going along. And when you first look at it, if you looked at a jet turbine, you'd almost think like, did he create the jet turbine? Um, what else can I say? This is kind of a form of a centrifugal turbine as well, because it can pull in gases through the middle near the shaft and expel them at the outside rim of the disc. Um, some people say that this is an inefficient thing. Some things on the internet says it's like 97% efficient. I do believe though, when people have a weak output on them, or there's not enough torque, I do believe that I think it has to be staged at some point to stagings of the turbines to create a more of an effect. So the other day I was trying to say before the video cut off, I was out in the garage and it was freezing out anyways, but um, I feel that people, when they do the efficiency on the Tesla turbine, I swear that it either needs more staging. Tesla even said a few things. If people really reading the patterns, he's talked about extra ports going into the turbine, the amount of this and the spacing, or somewhat key. I think he ended up saying 1/64th of an inch of spacing, I think, was one of these like special numbers for everything. Also, if you just look at the whole life of Tesla, it was about resonance, resonance of mechanical, electrical, cosmic forces, it was all about resonance. And so there's probably a speed, and I think I have seen it on some other turbine videos, where it hits a resonant frequency where supposedly that might be the efficient state of the turbine. So clearly there's more to it. So I want to say in summary that I'll start working on the Tesla turbine. I want to say thank you to the people who did support me throughout the years. There was a good amount of people that were interested in this stuff. It's just it was hard to get things done, especially with school and trying to do all these other things. So I'll try to post more videos again. Again, I'll be working on the turbine as probably the main project at this time, within the time frame of everything. If anyone that was following me back 8 to 10 years ago, leave a comment down below, please. Do a shout out, throw your own links there of what stuff you've been working on, that type of thing. If there's any billionaires or Bitcoin millionaires or anything, and you want to maybe change the world, you want to throw something my way, I can give you receipts on all this stuff, so I ain't corrupt, and that type of thing. So I would, if you want to donate or anything, just try to let me know. I'll try to set up maybe a Patreon, just like it looks like all the big guys use on YouTube. Or if you guys have any suggestions of which way I should go with things. But yeah, I do appreciate people did help me in the past. I know I kind of let the channel go to crap. But I'll try to, do some of the things that, because, I really do like Tesla's technology. And as you guys know, if you research enough about it, the camera crapped out again. So it ran out of its max memory. So that might be something I might be looking into to make things a lot more clearer. But I was just trying to say, if you know the history of Tesla, you know that he did a lot for humanity, and he tore contracts up and things that would have made him probably the most wealthiest person on earth. And sometimes I wish he had just gone kind of economical, and then he would have been able to pursue his ideas. But I do feel that I would, I'll try to keep pushing some other little things that were interesting. Again, that turbine was kind of his main thing. He said, he did the power stuff, and then when you read some of his stuff, it talks about how most of his life he was always wondering about human flight and that type of thing. And so we need to just see, how far the turbine can go. Obviously, it could be improved more from an acrylic model. But so yeah, again, yeah, if you guys want to subscribe, if you subscribed in the past, or if you're a new subscriber, you can check out the old videos from again 8 to 10 years ago. I'll try to put some more scientific work together. I'll try to keep it as scientific as possible. Trying to measure, in this case with the turbine, maybe PSI and rotations, sizings, and that way, anyone else that's trying to build it too, they have things to go against to, either compare or, improve or whatever. If you're interested in this thing at all, because I'm just thinking of some way to make a revenue stream towards the Tesla stuff, just let me know. Again, this type of turbine would be human-powered turbine. So that would be, I'll go into more, videos of how it works. But I guess I'll just do a quick demo of the vortex effect, or the vacuum, or the spiral effect, just by breathing through the turbine before I let you guys go. So. can't really see it on this one, but if you look close, you can see a vortex effect that starts to wrap around as it goes towards the center. Anyways, yeah, thanks again, guys, and I'll keep trying to push forward from this point. Thank you for everything, guys. Really, it was amazing at one point, and it felt like things kind of disappeared, like the view counts and things. But at one point, the channel was really popping. So yeah, again, I mean, you know, if you guys know the people from the past who know the stuff that I did work on, I did really try pushing it to the limit, and it's just, it comes down to economics, sadly. And I do believe you put the money behind the right people, they won't be corrupt, they won't be, you know, out to take the money from that person, but they would use it towards improving inventions and stuff like that, just like the Tesla idea, you know. So just when you look at how he worked with people with that type of thing. But anyways, we'll see where this goes with the turbine. So yeah, I'll put more videos, I got a little video set on this too, to show you guys. So yeah, stay tuned, subscribe, donate if you have millions of dollars just sitting there that you want to put towards something, and see what magic can be created in reality. You can throw some this way. But anyways, again, yeah, thanks for the support. Again, like I said, 8 to 10 years ago, spread the videos, save the patents, put things into paper in case someday this avenue of, you know, doesn't exist anymore. So at least it's preserved. Again, Google patent search was the best thing that I used to find the patents, while everything's still, you know, free. You know, human history has always reversed at some point or whatever. So either we become more freer or we become more chained. So yeah, thank you again, everyone. I really so have a good one.